a marketer, but now I'm a high ticket closer, and I'm figuring out how to combine all my skills and become an influencer.
Okay, interesting.
So building my personal brand now.
Okay.
Awesome. So, Christian.
Hi guys.
Hey, hi.
Hey Christian.
I'm in Montreal, Canada. Very cold. I'm a small business owner in the trucking industry, but I took the high ticket closing course with Dan Locke. So I'm looking to become an influencer in my industry and be a closer also. That's my plan for this year.
Awesome.
How about you, Prosper?
Well, I'm based in Shanghai. And you would know me. So we did a lot of role play. And you know my personal life.
So this is recording. This is all for the viewers who are there. I can definitely ask for that.
Yeah, sure. Okay. So my name is Prosper. I'm in Shanghai now, China. And I did some import and export business, helping some French customers to buy goods from Chinese suppliers for 10 years. After that, I did some corporate training, public speaking, what else? Life coach, and different things. I tried many things like that because I did want to perfect my communication skills. And I ended up to be a teacher, but just part-time. But now I'm a high-ticket closer. and beyond, I would like to be influencer, and I'm working toward that.
Okay, awesome. So how about Anirudh? I'll try to take the last one. Last question.
Yes. So, okay, I think it's only Prosper who knows me here. So first of all, hello everyone. Thank you for having me in the group. Feels great to have so many people with the same mindset. Yeah, so I'm from India. Currently, I'm a high ticket closer. I'm doing it like I'm dedicated to it full time. But I have a very different background. Being in India, Amit would know. I have an IT background. 4-5 years of experience. So IT background. I have also had different experiences, starting and failing at a lot of businesses. Before finally ending up with the high ticket HTC program, and this is where I felt, yeah, this is probably the right thing to do. So that's been my journey over the last 4-5 years. Now totally dedicated to being a good closer, and so I also have a pretty good background and knowledge base when it comes to fitness. It's not just me; even my brother is the same. So yeah, I mean, if developing your personal brand is something which I know the value of it, but I just don't know the how part of it. So if I get to know and get to understand how to develop your personal brand, in the online media, then yeah, definitely it's something which I can use to build my own brand and be an influencer myself, right, going forward.
Wow, amazing introductions. So let me take the last piece of the cake. Thank you for all giving your respective valuable the Blue Monday evenings, or whatever for you guys. My name is Amit Nath. I'm definitely based out of India. And yes, I have done a lot of shit in my life. I'm trying to rectify all this shit, probably with an amazing protocol called as Influence Inner Self. This is a kind of a very family show right now, which gonna be taking a new style in very short time. Okay, so this is more of a show which started off as just role playing, and which was more about supporting someone, and now this family has more than 26 people. Okay, thank you. So having said that, we do this kind of a session, which is a free session so far, and every Monday 8 p.m. and Friday 8 p.m. we hang in here and try to share certain things which are valuable, where you can start learning, and we call this session as a co-learning. So there is no coach, no guide, no trainer, no mentor, no guru. We are all co-learning. And yes, what we learn is from the best of the best people on the world. Okay, so I probably take a little bit of a front seat where I moderate this entire session, and I am a co-learner as you guys. I share certain protocols that has been well established and accepted by people, and they have got results. And this is what we do in the co-learning session. This does not make somebody with a PowerPoint presentations. Yep. So we don't have exactly PowerPoint presentations, but we show live. The idea of doing entire this thing is try to connect to everyone with their individual, the assets that they have, the individual problems that they have, and try to unanimously find a solution, at least not a solution, at least a direction. And this is a kind of a common platform. So we are all learning together. And
wow, awesome.
Watch the back of everyone. And this is a kind of a, I'll say, a new vision of training, which is never done, I guess. And I thought, why not we do it together? And
absolutely.
Right. So coming to my background a little bit, it's been like more than 15 years. I'm into marketing and advertising. Yeah, you can see that. Right. So my entire purpose was to help the sales team, and it makes quite complacent that I need to know all the pieces of the puzzle, and this is what we're going to do today also. So why I came out of this is, whenever you are working with any kind of a situation where you might not be, so basically let me ask the new person here, Anirudh, okay, do you want to be rich?
Oh yeah, absolutely, man.
And do you know how to do that?
If I knew, I would be, right?
Right.
Now so, I have a pathway now, but I'm still learning. Yeah.
It's a very simple word, and if I say, probably you might guys all laugh.
Okay.
So here you go. Sell something.
Sell something. Yeah. That is so true.
Okay. Now the next question. What do I sell?
Something which is high ticket, I believe.
Okay. Where is that?
Yeah, develop a skill, develop a product or a service.
So this is how I start the entire session today. Okay. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's put your hands together and welcome everyone. Okay. Right. Thank you. So today's session is about finding these things. Okay. How you become somebody from nobody. Okay. That's the entire thing. And the question which is started is going to be the topic today also. It is one more step closer towards a little bit better. Okay. And the question is, what do I sell? I need to be rich. I need to be, and all have their vision charts. What do you call this? That play toys and all these things. I want to have a Lamborghini. I want to have a big villa. I want to go there. Everything is stuck in your door somewhere. All right. So you can have only 3 things to sell. Point number 1, somebody else's product. You agree with me? Right.
Yes. Yes.
So you become a reseller, affiliate, blah, 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 blah. Right. Point number 2, make your own product and sell.
Right.
And there is one more. Sell yourself. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Right.
So I think this is all we have. Okay. So let's, we do something called as deep learning. Okay. It is not the IT deep learning. It is actually deep learning. So this is something which let me just share my screen to you guys. And yep. So this is your entire class. We have this blank enlightened shit. Okay. So guys, so this is what we intended to do today is, let me just take this off a little bit, this side. So we'll start with 11 questions for being an influencer. But before I do that, Anirudh, would you like to participate with a kind of a small question and answer with me? Is that fine?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Sure.
Awesome. Right. So let's put it this way. I don't want to ask you who are influencers and all those things. I don't want to do that. But let me understand one thing is, you started your life, you went into a school. I think that's the first thing that you did.
Yes. Right? Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And after 11 to 12 years, you came out and you started to work somewhere.
Right.
And this was working for somebody else.
Right.
Okay. So you were basically doing the reselling somewhere. Either you were selling yourself or you were selling for somebody. Everyone does that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So who has the authority here?
Like in which case?
In probably selecting you
Mm-hmm.
job and probably giving you a salary, understanding your efficiency, the corporate stuff, right? Bonuses, perks, all these things.
Okay. So if you had asked me this question before HTC, I would say, of course, the company, right? Because
Right.
yeah, my understanding was very limited, though I was trying to learn many things. But yeah, I would say earlier, you're joining a company, they're paying you, you're working for them, blah, blah, blah. But then if you look at it from the other side, if let's say you're a top performer, right? Let's say you're a good coder or you're a good sales guy,
Mm-hmm.
then the company is dependent on your services, right? On your skills. And if you know that the company requires you, you gain the authority.
Yeah.
Right. But I knew it only after realizing it or looking at the same scenario from a different perspective. Right.
So,
that if you're good, you have the authority. If you are good.
I think the answer you said is pretty obvious. Now, there are certain times when company hunt people to work with them.
Wow.
Mm.
That's
Yes.
powerful.
Right? You will see that. Now,
Yes.
you left the company or company left you. I don't want to talk about that question, but understand one thing is, where you been selected? Was it an interview that you did the first time?
Yeah, like either outside the campus or on campus. It's usually
whatever. Was it
an interview.
Okay. Now, could you tell me, what was your subject? What is that specializes you to be selected there?
Okay, so I'll just talk about the last company that I worked for.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever I had mentioned in my resume, right? It's like they would see and select you. Okay, you have skill A, B, C, and D. I had IT related skills because I had spent some years there.
Yeah.
So, and all the questioning and whatever discussion that happened, all the rounds which happened, it was all around the same skill sets.
Okay. So
it was my skill sets which were being tested. And then based on that, of course, the interview went on.
Awesome. So let me understand one thing. Do you feel like there are many people in that entire bunch of people who are coming and giving that particular session?
Yeah. Because they interview so many people right before they select somebody. Right. So many apart from me.
Okay, cool. And you were the lucky one there?
Yeah, I got selected, so I would say yeah.
Okay. What did that quality which separated you from rest of the things?
Okay. Now, this is something which I've always known, but I just didn't know how to put that in words. It's always been my conviction, and because I see a lot of people who go to the interviews with a very needy energy, they feel that, I need this job, right? But I remember the last interview I walked into that company, and I presented myself as somebody who's not just good, but who's also very confident about what he or she does. So I think basically at the end of it, that is what stood out. I mean, technical skills, yeah, I get it, but it's the way I spoke, it's the way I presented myself. Maybe they saw some confidence, some kind of self-confidence or belief, which actually, made me stand out. That's what I would say.
Right. So you are the filtered person. I mean, you want to say out of whoever the guys were there, let's say 100, 200 people, you were a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, something you said, something you communicated, something you did, and you're picked up.
Right.
Okay, good. So how about other guys? I mean, so far, are you in sync with this? Christian, Emilia, Prosper? Is there anything so far?
Yes.
Okay. No? Okay, so let's go a little deeper here. If you are to be one of the best guys who knows about that technology, you are just like in college, and you have probably, outspoken, outsmarted, outdone your stuff. Some people get that kind of picked up before even they graduate. Do you agree?
Yeah. The college.
Very few, probably handful of people.
Right.
And there is one gentleman I would like to show you. So guys, just have a look at this. I will try to just minimize the screen and I will try to show you a small YouTube clip. Okay, so YouTube, sorry. Okay, hang on. And this is a guy who is right now, okay, just I think it's better you guys can know from yourself. Second, it is audio, okay. So this guy is called as Tanmay Bakshi. Okay, so Tanmay Bakshi, let me put this thing. Now you might be asking, Amit, why? I mean, you are supposed to be talking about influencer, and what is this? Who is this guy? Well, he's just a 13 years old kid.
Berlingo presents Buying Trouble.
I'm sorry, guys, are you able to hear this?
Furniture, uncomfortable home after uncomfortable traffic.
Sorry, this is the ad here. Let's skip the ad.
First keynote.
Are you guys able to hear this?
Session on artificial intelligence, good news,
Yes, we hear.
bad news, or simply fake news. We have a rock star speaker today, and it's my honor to introduce Mr. Tanmay Bakshi, or should I say Master Tanmay Bakshi, the world's youngest IBM Watson coder.
So, guys, he's one of the Indians who is right now. Okay, don't worry. I mean, this is not high ticket. It is beyond a ticket now. So let's go.
Truly should be referred as a Master Bakshi for more reasons than age alone. Inspired by watching his father programming at the age of 4, he started programming and had his first app on Apple Store.
Pause. He started at the age of 4. I don't know. I was not able to even probably talk also at that time, I guess.
Or at the age of 9. Tanmay Bakshi, age 13. Ladies and gentlemen, age 13, is a software developer, algorithmist, honorary IBM Cloud Advisor, IBM Champion for Cloud, author of Hello Swift, author at 13. He shares his knowledge with the world through his YouTube channel, Tanmay Teaches. He is a host of IBM Facebook Live series, Watson, Made Simple with Tanmay. Has taken a resolve to help 100,000 kids and beginners on their journey to innovate through coding.
Hold, pause again. Was it impactful?
Yeah. Very much.
Do you think this guy was chosen because he had something? He never came to an interview, man. Let's go deeper.
Supports initiatives like STEAM, Everyone Can Code, Girls Who Code, and Kids Can Code. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you child prodigy of today and thought leader of tomorrow, Mr.
Awesome. How is the introduction?
Really nice, man.
Okay.
Tanmay Bakshi.
So let me just go a little bit back and show you this once again. This is the intention. This 13-year-old kid has an intention. Do you think this intention is quite strong for a 13-year-old kid?
Yeah.
Yes.
And understand the writing. He has taken a resolve to help. Resolve to help. World's first web-based NLQA to be powered by complete IBM Watson. To be honest with you, at the age of 45 also, many people who are at the top senior position, they don't know how exactly things functions. Watch out the second one, honorary IBM Cloud Advisor, software and cognitive developer at 13 years old.
Wow.
Hold on guys, before I introduce that gentleman in front of you, are we all hooked to this? Do you think there is something which says, what the fantastic guy? Okay,
Yeah.
I want to hold to this. I will just probably take that limit where he's introduced. But understand one thing is, we are now watching him. We are all ready and watching him. And probably the internal self on you said, Amit, what the hell, man? Why you paused it? Okay, go ahead.
A quick video clip and then we'll start. So if we get my Mac on screen, that would be great. Is it turning on? Okay, great. Just give me just one moment. I think it might have turned off there.
Welcome to the closing general session of Interconnect 2016.
Our next guest is a software developer specializing in iOS, Mac OS X, and Watch OS development in Swift and Objective-C, along with Java and Python. In the meantime, please join me in welcoming to the stage Tanmay Bakshi.
This is not about replacing humans. This is about taking what humans are good at, which is of course learning, and taking what computers are good at, their extreme mathematical skill, combining them in order to create such a powerful combination that can, as I said, change so many people's lives. So I was actually trying to create a data set that would work with shallow neural networks. I could just feed it into a shallow neural.
Okay, so clap for the little master. It really deserves it, right? What's your age? What's my age? When I feel this, I feel miserable.
Really? Wow.
I feel
That's
miserable
an
for all of us.
I don't anymore.
He doesn't know many things probably, but what he knows is why we are all watching him. Why there are thousands and thousands of people are probably, not lakhs, man, not thousands, lakhs, millions of people are watching him, inspiring. So let's go back to your interview. Anirudh, there is no point to embarrass you and all these things, okay? It happens, but the thing is, do you think this guy can be picked up by still bigger company?
Yeah, he would be definitely.
Why?
It's pretty simple. He's good at what he does. He's really good at what he does.
Okay.
And it creates certain level of charisma also.
Yeah, that would come with the level of expertise, right? Once you have that kind of self-belief and self-confidence, you walk in a different way, you speak in a different way.
Now you're talking, man. Now you're talking, right?
Right.
Belief and confidence.
Now,
You want to really hear from me? You want to hear me the other side of my tone?
go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Zero. It's not going to take you anywhere.
Self-belief and
Superb, great. Self-motivated, awesome. One thing is missing. Actually, there are 11 things are there which is missing now. Not one thing, 11 things. You want to know what is that? Everyone?
yeah, sure.
Okay. Emily?
What is it?
Okay, awesome. So let us go deeper into this session and we discover this 11 questions to become an influencer. So is that introduction okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I have not made it a kind of very fancy thing that it can fly on and all these things. I thought I'm talking to some people who are really looking forward to this. So this is more of a live Q&A session. So I'll give you with the first thing is this. So these are powerful 11 questions, which probably I think compiled with a lot of books, a lot of journals. And this is what makes you different than others. Okay. And trust me, it took so much of time to put all these points in one by one order. Okay. And these are not my words again. I'm telling you, this is taken from some of the biggest people who are players into the situation. This entire thing. Okay. So let's go do the one thing is there is no good time. And the time is now.
Now.
The last question is what are you waiting for? We have to start now. And that's the same reason I am here. Prosper is here. Christian is here. Emilia is here, even though I know she has a lot of stuff to do. And now Anirudh, you are also there as well. There is something that we are doing here together to start that point. Right? No bad, nothing bad. On the other side, I have got another example of a grandpapa, the KFC uncle. Right? You know all the stories, right? So let's find the time right now. Right? So I will quickly tell you all this, 11 points, and then I will tell you a little bit about my story, how it all happened, and let's take the session forward. Point number 2, put your best material for free, and that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. I'm styling it up. So, I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of people who might be watching this since it's a recorded version of it. The moment I started, I always say, I was having a tough time with managing internet, screen, lighting, camera, and I was doing the typing myself, managing Facebook chat, managing this particular chat. It was a no-no. So unfortunately, I had to just pull down all the videos that were like, I don't know. I call it as the deep shit videos that time. Okay. So this is the second part is put your best material, share your best stuff. I mean, this is how you want to be shared, right? So tomorrow, if you find this entire thing amazing, and now since you guys are participating, if it's something that connects to you, and you feel that the relationship of this entire program, what is happening, this session is connecting to you, I'm talking to you guys. Will you not like to share that? If it is really good, right? We share that.
Yes, yeah.
True. The very interesting thing is, before that is, if I put my best material, then for free. So what kind of material that I could put for monetizing, So how, I mean, now I understand. I'm not saying that before I was operating in a place of scarcity. And I remember Tim Ferriss was saying, like, I don't know if it's Tim Ferriss or someone else, he was saying, well, put your best material for free. Oh, no, it's Gary. It's Gary. He said, put your material for free, the best that you have, and from there, you try to upgrade it and try to get it better because it forces you to be creative.
Exactly. So, I mean, a good piece of information. I don't know who was the right person who has put this thing, but as I said, in the code learning process, I felt this is something which is so powerful, because understand one thing, the material is same, okay, but how you present it, how you take it, how you implement it, I mean, there is an understanding process also in that. That is all different. Do you see that? Right? So it's nicely put. Do you want to be shared or do you want to be scared? Okay. Nice.
True.
Point number 3. We'll go a little fast here. If you guys want to have any inputs, you can stop me immediately and say, Amit, I have something to talk. I mean, the stage is yours.
What would happen if you got up here?
Yeah, sorry?
No, just go ahead. Go ahead.
Right. So the next point is about you may be your biggest obstacle. Okay. And I know there are a couple of students of mine who are right now, have just started the session, and I understand them, and they have never done all these things. They are looking at to be perfectionist. They want time, they want stuff. It's like, you know, you want to be fit, okay. I want a jacket, okay. For waking up in the morning, I need a different alarm clock. I need a different pair of shoes. I need the gym of that type. I need a trainer. Bullshit. Just start. Start somewhere. You see, you are your biggest obstacle. And I think I understood it way back. I think way back now. And we're all taking action. So the next point is stop starting about things and get more doing, right? So the thing is, one small step. I think, Prosper, I would like you to help me out with this. How it all started to be a martial artist. I'm sure you are not the from the day one you just started. Like you perfected some skill somewhere. Why don't you say a little bit about your story?
About how I start martial arts?
Might be a 1 minute of it about this topic, point number 4, and then we can probably resonate with Christian, how he started his trucking business. Probably another 1 minute. Is that fine?
Okay. Yeah, sure. Well, I would say that I was watching a Bruce Lee movie.
Okay.
And I found my, yeah, it's very simple like that. Sometimes, you know, it's very simple. Some people would say stupid.
Okay.
I would say that I found myself that I can kick high, same as him, or what I did believe, same as him.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went to the karate school for my first trial. Mm-hmm. And it happens that seeing around people, see people and see how they do their kick, I was able to do even better. So okay. I started to have a certain belief in myself.
Okay.
And after that, 5 years after that.
Okay. Right. All right.
More for the art rather than for self-defense. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. So, Christian, would you mind to share a little bit about how it all started with your business?
Well, to be on the same side, when I was a kid, I saw a movie called Over the Top.
Okay. Okay.
With Sylvester Stallone, you know, he was a trucker and he was the arm wrestling and.
Oh yeah.
That's in subconscious because when I arrived to Canada in North America, I was thinking I want to see all the America. How can I do it? So the best way to do it is and make money at the same time is you go in on a truck and you truck.
Nice.
So basically, I've been all over North America, okay. From Vancouver to Montreal, from San Diego to Miami, and you know, in the middle, okay. Everything in the middle.
Right. But you did start somewhere, right? You did.
Yeah, I started as a truck driver, and then I bought my own truck, and then I bought the second one, and you know, so on.
Wow.
Emilia, you have a story to share?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I was keen on personal development since I was like 12. And I was, very much into yoga and working on myself. So I had, when I was in high school, one summer I was getting up at 5 a.m. every morning during the summer vacation. Imagine that. And doing yoga for several hours, like yoga postures, then meditation, concentration, cleansing, all things like that. And I did it for the whole summer. Then when I got back to school, I stopped because we lived in a dormitory, and I was with 2 other girls in the room. But yeah, I started at very young age to do personal development stuff.
Okay, so my question back to you is, you took an action somewhere. Somewhere you took an action. How do you feel about that?
Good. I gained some experience from that.
So let's come to the point 5 with you. A few may wish to see you fail. Had it happened with you guys? Did anyone was the crab guy to pull you down?
All the time.
Okay.
Everywhere.
So what did you do? Did you stand tall? Did you make your root strong?
Oh yeah, honestly, I don't care what people say, you know. I don't buy their opinions.
Right.
I isolate myself. I fire my friends.
That's good.
Oh, really? I don't have friends. I don't have I mean, if you have to say friends, those who you could hang out, you go outside for some party or beers, whatever it is. I don't have this.
Cool.
You
So
have 4
this
now.
is what's happened. No, not Discord or, you know, Anirudh, Amit, Emilia, Christian. But you guys are different. You are those who grow. You are those who are rich, you know, because you are evolving, you are changing, you co-learning, you just want more. That's different. But I'm talking about those crap, you know. And
yes.
I don't have these, and that's why I was closing myself for around 2 years. Really not going any kind of event because my lower self, and also I felt that I wasn't feeling to be with like-minded people. So I was wishing that. And here come Danlong and HTC. So I'm very grateful for that. Yeah.
Awesome. So let me share a little bit of my story here. So, you know, I've started doing certain morning rituals right now about my fitness. People who know that, you know, I have a fitness coach right now. Today he was also supposed to join. Somehow he was not able to join probably here. And this is what happens is when you work with a team, a like-minded team, you know, I'll say rather, you know, the commandos, okay. There was somebody, I don't want to tell the name, but there are many people who are motivation speakers, you know, a lot of people are there. They say, you show your friend, I show your future. Yeah. It's a time when you can select your team, select your friends, select your right companion, your team, who are willing to learn with you, who are willing to show you the mistake, who are honest and tell you right on your face, man, this is the wrong. You should have done this way. Let me help you to show you this way. How do you feel? So this is the entire purpose of having this community. And trust me, this is working amazing. Thanks to Prosper, thanks to Christian, thanks to Emilia, Anirudh today, also yourself. Prosper specifically, he has been, guys, let me tell you, this session, when it gets over after 2 hours, you know, usually we do it for 2 hours a stretch, you all go home. There is somebody waiting to tell me, bloody, you did this mistake, you should do that. Smiling. And I also take it as a suggestion. I stay back for, sometimes the discussion goes for hours together. I love that. Because that's honest feedback. Somebody giving you beyond money. It's called time that you cannot replace.
It's given, yeah. It's given. Time is given, and value is there, and I see you use it. So I'm very happy that you use it. Yeah. So great.
This is a place where we watch each other's back. This is an amazing place. and understand if the same thing, I mean, we have just spent probably a couple of minutes now, it's not even half an hour, I guess. And imagine this is something that you do for 37 days. What happens? Constant 14 hours, 16 hours, non-stop. You're working together in a team. You become a Tanmay Bakshi. You become a Tanmay Bakshi. That's what it's all about. Let's go deeper. Right? Shall I go deeper?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me just minimize this. Okay, so I've got, as I said, 11 questions I have. Sixth question is, forget the word vision, right? Forget the word vision. Better, what do you see in your future? Okay, this is a very powerful sentence. Would anyone like to decode that sentence for me? Anyone?
Forget the word vision.
You see, you paint a vivid picture.
Yeah, cool, right?
I would say you see things way before it happens.
So this is something like, I relate to my father who sometimes told me, okay, so the capital of India is Delhi, which is like quite far from where I stay actually. He said, can you see Delhi? I mean, for you guys, if you don't know what is Delhi, let's say New York, Washington, or whichever place. Right now, can you see that? No, can't see that. But can you see at least 5 steps ahead of you? Yeah, definitely.
Oh.
Right? And he says, you walk these 5 steps in the right direction, you will reach your destination one day. Right? It's very powerful.
Yeah, true.
And
it's very powerful.
Prosper, you're from China, right?
Yes, I am.
I'm joking. Somebody from China walked back to India. Anirudh, do you know that guy?
No, no idea, bro.
Yeah, he's called Hyun Shang. You might have
I don't know
read
this
history. Yeah. He wrote about Indian history. He's from China. He walked all the way from China to India. Yeah.
Oh.
No GPS, man. Sorry, techie guys. No flight, no bus, alone. What do you think he was thinking? So there is a purpose to share this information right now here, and he did probably around thousands of years back, man. Thousands of years back, right? So what do you think he did? Was he mad? You think he's mad to walk from China to India?
You mean mad, right?
M-A-D, mad.
Obsessed.
Crazy.
Oh, mad. Oh,
crazy.
I don't know.
I think he's obsessed with his goal, and people may think that he's mad.
Whatever.
I think, yeah, very consumed.
After thousands of years also, we remember him.
Yep.
God knows what has happened on the way. He has seen wild animals. He slept without food. I don't know what all stuff he has done. And that experience. So I think that would be Man versus Wild for Discovery Channel. That's the actual.
Right.
Right?
I don't know the name. What's the name? Can you just spell it?
Hyun Shang.
How to spell that?
I will help you. Sorry. Pardon my internet connection. This is amazingly slow.
Okay.
So this is it. He was the first Chinese traveler to India. Okay.
First traveler in India.
Okay, and he was given vivid description of social, economic, religious contradictions and rule of Harsha. So that was like, well, very, very old. I think, I don't know how many years back. I mean, might be thousands of years back. So, Anirudh, refreshed your memory. your old school probably history, right?
Yeah.
So guys, if you need this, I can help you out. So whatever I'm telling you, this is truth. This is there are deep data in this. So you can go reading up stuff. So let's go back. The entire purpose is whatever he did that time, we are still remembering him. We still remember and salute to his bravery, because he not only fought desert, cold, Himalayas, forest, wild animals, what else? New land, language, what else? Help me, come on, help me.
Weather, storm.
Right? Do you want to become an influencer? Do you still want to do that? He did that.
I mean,
he still remembered after thousands of years because of whatever he has seen. He has just noted it down. Do you want to do that? Well, now you have got GPS. Now you've got social media. Now you've got the companies, the government, the policies, flight, first aid, helicopter to support you. And
yeah. I think that he placed himself out of comfort zone and just go for it. I mean,
yeah.
Sometimes less is more. Less is more. It's not.
Yeah.
I have less. I just go for it. I go with my dream, with my wish, everything.
Oh, yeah.
I don't need those GPS things. I don't need those comfort zones.
Yeah.
No.
That's it. Right. So, do you think this is powerful? This question is powerful?
Yeah.
Point number 7. Again, I want to quote my grandfather. He always used to say, aim the sky, you will fall on the tree. I repeat, aim the sky, you will fall on the tree. Aim the tree.
Aim the sky.
Aim the sky, you will fall on the tree.
Aim the sky, you will follow the tree. Oh.
Right? How can you elevate it beyond? How can you look beyond? Right? It depends, right? It starts with your curiosity, your intention. Okay, let me do one more step, a little bit more. Let me read one more page more. Let me search more. Let me meet more. Let me network more. Let me send more mails, 2 more mails extra, 101. Let me send something handwritten. Let me call somebody stranger. Let me invite a new guy. Anirudh, hi. Yeah. So it's about your intention first, you know.
Yes.
So I want to tell one more thing. Long back, Buddha said, what you think you are, you are.
Yeah.
Do you think that statement is good? Okay. So trust me, Anirudh, in the next 5 minutes, all this Gyan session will be up and I'll show you something real stuff.
This is good stuff already.
Okay. But let me tell you,
stuff. I mean,
Buddha in 2019, okay, I'm not replicating him, but sorry, Mr. Buddha, you need to rephrase it. It's called, what you search, you are, you're going to be that. Because Mr. Google is every damn place.
Yes.
Algorithms are everywhere. And now, your search pattern, Prosper, is different than Christian. Amelia, your search pattern is definitely different than Anirudh. Your likes, your colors, your food habits, your magazines that you read, the movies, everything is different. Right? And I'm not joking. I had been 9 years I've been into as a Google partner. I'm handling more than 9 merchant sites. It's all different. It's all different. So, so today itself, today is the day you will feel the difference. What you search is what you see. What you see is what you believe. What you believe is what you build your thought, and that persuades you to take an action, and the action is taken through a decision, right? These are all interlinked, and the decision is what you are today. This is not my word. I just framed it in a nice poetic way. That's it.
Right.
This is my word. Okay. These are all recorded, Prosper. I'll give it to you, man. Don't worry.
Okay, no problem. I'm just
Right.
I'm thinking.
Point number 8. So, if all the problems of the world is because of bloody me, because I have to take an action, I have to believe, I have to understand, I have to trust, I have to go, I have to reach. The blame is not on you. The blame is on
Me.
Yeah. We have this tendency, okay, who has done this? Not me, him. In
I
corporates,
say better to say responsibility is on me, because blame is not a very good word.
Okay, so as I said, the author of this particular point number 8, he wrote at stop blaming others. Then what you do? You have no one to blame, so you blame yourself. It's not your fault. Okay, so coming to this point, about 100% self-realization and all this shit. There are a lot of, okay, Amelia, you are a motivational speaker. You have attended so many conferences and training programs, right?
Not so many, but I organized a few events and workshops and
At least you
webinars.
know better than probably people who are in this group.
Sorry?
At least you know better than the people who are in the group. I mean, you are more exposed, right? I mean, I respect that.
If you've never talked in front of, if you've never did any public speaking, yes.
It's okay. The idea for me is, do you think the cause of all problem is because of our own expectation?
Yeah, our own attitude, I'd say.
Attitude comes from expectations.
Yeah, we can say that.
Trust me, this is what, again, I'm going back to my dad. This is the one word he has asked me and says, our entire human problem or non-human problems also is because of this one shit word. It's called expectations.
Yeah, I remember that.
Expectation, right?
This is my father's word. Copyright to him.
Expectations, yes.
So can I add something?
Yeah, please.
I start to work on having a different kind of mindset. So if you work on expectations, means that you're fixing your mind here. And when you fix something here, you're not in the flow of something, right? So you miss something when people are talking to you and you're not receiving abundance. Could be negativity or positivity. So here's my take. I remember with my son, we were practicing some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He said, I can do this, I can do that. I said, huh. And I said to him, I said to him like that, it comes naturally. You never know until you finish. You never know until you submit. Means that you always have to expect the unexpected. You always have to expect the unexpected. And when you receive this, when you accept the unknown, then there's nothing you can be fearful.
So I want to add one more statement to this. Okay, this goes in our native language in Hindi. I will translate it into English. Probably Anirudh can help me out in this. This word says, "Jiska ant bhala, uska sab bhala." Right? So the English meaning of this is, everything that ends in a nice tone is the best. Right?
Yeah, we have this in Bulgarian too. It's like when if it ends well, it's always well when it ends well.
Okay, why didn't you tell that?
It's the same.
Okay, good, right? So to become somebody, to be successful, to be little bit ahead, little bit better, the first thing is we need to concentrate on ourselves. And as the doctrine says, it's all my fault, man. It's all my fault. Yeah, I am here. It's my fault. I should have been going out eating cheeseburgers. My fault. Everyone in my family is watching television, movies, popcorn, beer, whatever. My fault. I'm here. Yeah, my fault. I have got people like you, man. My fault. I'm sorry. I'm going to blame it to my fault that we are all sitting here trying to do something. My fault, our fault, everyone's fault, man, here.
I would probably not use the word fault here, and I would say it's a result of our decisions, because I think it's a more right, because you're absolutely right. It's our decision that brought us here, right? It's a decision which we took, right? It was my decision of being HTC. It was our decision of being HTC. So whatever results we're getting in life, it's because of the decisions we have taken, right? So yeah, it is our responsibility, right?
Yeah, absolutely right. So when I was talking and making fun of this, me standing here and everyone here is a fault. It's a fun. I was making fun of others who doesn't know the power of this 4 or 5 people who are sitting here. They have no understanding. It's a fault. It's all my fault that you guys are not here. Who are watching this live? They're not here. I'm sorry. Right. So what do? We move on. You stay there. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I couldn't take you here. Now, since you know that we have a free class on Monday and Friday, 8 p.m., you want to make the fault? Come here. Be default. Come here. Be default. How is that?
Right.
Awesome. Point number 9. A bend in the road is never the end unless you fail to turn. Right?
Right.
But understand, this sentence is not complete according to me, because if you can see the bend in the road, that means there is a positive chance of taking a decision. The bend is on the left side, you don't steer on the right side. But the first thing is, understand there is a bend there. Once you understand that, slow down. How can you understand in such a high speed? Slow down. Cool. I did that. Prosper did that. Christian did that. Emilia did that. Anirudh, I think you have also done that.
Right.
You've got ups and highs on your life. So guys, are you with me? Are you able to relate this? Are you able to see the bends in your roads, in your own life?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You need to slow down. This. I think I'm getting into that influencer feel now, that I can also write something like that. And I think this is all coming through talking, the more I am able to talk, the more my brain goes. So I do a kind of a small search engine optimization in my head. For the IT guys, let me tell you, this is my brain, this is my version. I don't know which version, 19th version, I guess. Okay. And this brain is something, when I'm talking to you guys, I'm also thinking a couple of stuff. So guys, let me tell you, yes, I did prepare for this session, but whatever happening right now is without a script.
That's good.
Thank you. Right. So it's been a long time that I have not heard from Christian. Christian, good morning. You there?
I'm here.
Hey, I see that. Okay, good. Right. No sitting behind the closed lenses. Right. Point number 10. It's not what you think it is, and it's bigger than you think it is. And if it is bigger, why not embrace that? Right? There are a lot of stories in this. So probably let me share my little story here. I never thought today is the 9th session of this free videos happening for at least 2 hours. I never thought in my life. Anirudh, you are new here. Emily, Christian, Prosper, and other people were from day one. They have seen this. I never thought I would be so far.
It's a lot of.
Yeah, tell me, Prosper, how do you feel?
There's a lot of change. I mean, it's different. At the beginning, is all over the place. Not. Really, just the technology, you know, just it's a lot of crap.
I think Christian knows about this. Emilia, you have seen me struggling, right? I never thought it would be so big. And guys, let me tell you, I did a complete video session in a studio day before yesterday.
Wow, good job.
You saw me on suit. I was telling you that there is something big coming. Hold on. I'll show it.
Wow.
I have never stood in front of camera. I couldn't talk like this. You know, I'm looking straight at you, right? I couldn't do that.
Oh.
I knew there is no human being, but there is a small camera, but I was scared. Ooh, I don't know what should God. So guys, let me tell you another thing is, it's been like 4 days. I have undergone probably around 14 hours of non-stop video sessions from Billy Jeans, Rolfield. They are the guys who are the best guys in the world for video advertisements. Yeah. No excuse. If you need to do that, be that. I'm learning. I'm still learning. I think people who knows my story, I saw the bend in my road. I didn't stop. I could have stopped on the last day of my class. I could have stopped there. But I think what I did is I saw the bend, I understood, I came out with this entire concept of co-learning, learning with all of you. Christian knows this little bit beyond. Prosper knows this little bit beyond now. Anirudh, you are there. And I'm trying to share the best thing. Yeah. I apologize to all of you guys because it's a fault that I couldn't meet you guys earlier. I'm sorry. It's my fate. It's my fate's fault. I couldn't meet you guys earlier. I would have done a lot of stuff earlier. I didn't have this thing. Now this is so big that I have a big plan now, which I'm doing every day. I work for almost around 12 to 14 hours. And I do something. So I need to do this for you. I have cracked something called as time hack. I have cracked this. And this is what I coach in my personal one-on-one session. We make people to work for 128 hours in 14 hours.
Wow.
It's not wow, it's shit.
But how do you do 128 hours in 14 hours? Like, what's the catch there?
Okay, so there are all people here. They can let you know.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So cool. So guys, if you're listening to this and you want to know how to hack time, okay, I can give a tip of this thing. So probably you can watch other videos which is already posted there. Yeah. So I was looking at the wrong camera. I'm sorry. I've got two cameras now. Sorry. Right. So you can watch the session. Time hack. Yeah, you can search my name and you can search time hack. You will get that thing. So guys, coming back to the 10th point. Embracing something bigger. Okay. Out of comfort zone. What Prosper said. I'm sure we have spoken all these things earlier. So timing was not good. Probably it is morning to you, night to me. There was a time when I didn't have power for 6 hours and I didn't know that, oh my God, should I be able to take this class or not? I went to a hospital because I knew at least that's the place where they'll have uninterrupted power.
Right. You do whatever it takes.
Yeah. But when it is not something which I can handle this, so I said, okay, I'm sorry, I'll get back and I have a bonus. I put the gun on my head. You see that? So last Friday, I was unable to take the class. So guys, let me tell you, there is already a recorded session with one of my students. Her name is Renu. And we spoke about things like how do you prospect people? How do you hunt your influencer? Live 101.
Wow, that is good.
Okay, it's 1.5 hour of session, which is uploaded to YouTube as well. So listeners, if you are looking at this, you can hop into that place also. It is one of the best thing, I guess. And everything was shown in a normal Excel sheet, so you can see how it has been built up, right? So that is what is, I call it as a penance, for the punishment I want to do, because I was not able to come on the last class. And this is something which is bigger and better. If you guys are okay with me, I want to share you something which is beyond understanding a person on the other side over a phone. Over a phone, you can figure out the 4 gem types, but I will talk about something called as 16 classifications of human personalities.
Okay.
How do you feel?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Okay.
Would love to know that.
Okay, stay tuned then. We can take that. Right. The last point is, I think that's one of the thing is there is no secret sauce. There is no silver bullets. It's only one thing: work hard. Work hard. Plan next. Work hard. Actually, the secret mantra is not this. The mantra is something else. The mantra is the intention to do something right now has to be there. So if you are asking me, okay, Amit, how do you do this 128 hours job in 14 hours? Man, I do it. Yeah, I have found out a trick, but I have to do it. I have to learn the trick. I have to go to the trick. I practice the trick. Yeah, and I think, let me tell you, this all started on Christmas. And I was actually finding out people who can talk to me. I found no one. Everyone was busy with their own family and friends, and they had no time. I said, if there is no time, fine. I'll walk alone. I'll show up. Right, Prosper?
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, that's the promise I did. If no one is there, I'm going to be there. I'll be there. And I will come with such amazing sessions. Now, people might think, guys who are listening, any which ways, Monday, Friday, this guy is going to record and give the shit. Okay, yeah, man, take it. No problem. I'm fine with that. It's the best thing that I can come out with. The best learning materials. Understand, these 11 questions are going to be changing the way you look at your life, man. Just answer these things for your own self. Yeah.
That's very powerful, that's why I stay here until now. It's challenging me to stay every class, to be here in every class. And the fact that you can appoint yourself and say, it doesn't matter if you are here or not. But really it's like, okay, I'm influencing, I have knowledge, I have expertise, and I want to share to the world.
Yeah.
And now I just have to imagine that the world shut me down and they don't want to listen to me and everybody is just gone.
Yep.
I will say I'm the last person who can influence my inner self. I influence myself, I appoint myself, I be here and I talk for an hour and that's it, session done. And I will do that again and again and again until I die. That's it. So that's a powerful statement there by bringing, if there's nobody here, well, I will be here and upon myself.
Right.
And that's beautiful.
So with
that's the power of inner self. Yeah.
Anybody else wants to say something here? Anybody else? Anything?
I figured out that in order to be, if you want to be super confident for something, you just need to over prepare. Just prepare as much as you can, practice. If you want to, about public speaking, for example.
Yeah.
If you want to feel good and to be okay, with speaking in front of many people. Just practice as many times as you can before that.
Yeah. So there are motivational speakers, there are action speakers who actually go and touch each and every chair in the auditorium before even they start the talk.
Yes, yes. And I realized my maybe the biggest success that I had, it's not that big, but I organized an event where there were about 30 people.
Oh, wow.
I spoke about relationships. It was in my coaching practice. And I sold 6 coaching programs out of 30 people. 6 people bought.
Wow.
So it's not bad.
Okay, we can do that one session with you guys. I mean, you, Emilia, I mean, we can record the session and I can automate this entire thing. As a value addition, I can design the entire funnel and marketing and stuff. If you are okay, I can do that.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you open to it?
Great.
Yeah. And as I understand, you have, you are undergoing an amazing time. I really appreciate that you are taking an effort out of this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything that you are doing here.
Okay, so so far so good. Anything, Anirudh, do you want to say anything right now before we go ahead?
No, I think I'm good. You know, these 10, 11 points are pretty much. If you want to achieve your goals, these questions you need to ask yourself. Otherwise you'll keep pointing fingers and finding faults at others. So you have to answer these questions.
Yeah, I see Christian back. Anything, Christian, you want to say before I say something? Yeah.
Answering these questions, it's not easy. You have to go deep.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, go say. Sorry, you're telling something?
Because some of them they look easy, like, okay, what do you see in your future? But then you have your own blockages behind you, you know, that they keep you down or whatever, that you don't realize. So they block you to see the future. You just see your future looking in your past.
Right.
Which is wrong.
Yes. Good. Anything else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much it.
Right. So, you know, I'll tell you something else. This 11 points, or probably if it is 1,000 points also, it's not going to do anything. If it is 10 points, 100 points, probably 1,000 points, it's going to be the same thing. So right now, if you ask the same question also, you will be the same place. That's what I said. There is something bigger than just motivation and inspiration. And that is called as action.
Action, yeah, absolutely.
Wake up, man. Do it right now. Right now. That's the first thing. The one word in your life should be only one thing, is now. Okay? And I'll show you one more thing. For anything that you want to do in your life, this is it. A question mark.
Question.
I don't know. It's coming, you know, in this side. I don't know if you can see this. That's it. Put everywhere. Just ask this question. Why? Why I'm doing this? How long I'm going to do this? When I'm going to finish this? Put all the questions on anything that you do, because one of my Shifu, one of my mentors says the same language is, how you do anything is how you do everything.
Right.
Right? It's not my word, it's my mentor's word. And that proves. So even though it's a family thing, I thought, let me give my best shot. You know, I might not have the big ambience. I try to do of that. I want to be more prepared. Let me give the value to you guys so that you guys can really understand that, right? So far, anything, because I feel there are a lot of things that we can talk to others talk to different people, but there are very few things that we can talk to our own self. Do you see that?
Mm.
So today, choose any questions, any one of these 11 questions, or you can frame your own question. Or can I help you with this one question that I framed myself, the 12th question, the dozenth one? It's a very powerful thing, and trust me, I get goosebumps when I ask the same question to myself. You want to hear that? It's not
Yeah, sure.
How long like this? 4 words. How long like this?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You see?
Yeah,
it's a satire. It's a satire. It's a very powerful thing. How long like this? Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of question need to ask, because time, when it's spent, is spent. So, yeah.
Bruce Lee, Prosper, you would agree to this. There's a quote by Bruce Lee. He says that
Yes.
if you love life, stop wasting time, because that is what life is made up of.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Right.
That's true. That's true. I mean, if you love life, don't waste time. Why are you waiting? Are you waiting for love?
Right. So guys, with that, can we go to the next part of the slide? Is it okay?
Okay.
So the next part is, now the class begins. Okay, so let's cut this crap and little bit go little one thing. So today I'm not going to do a lot of stuff. Probably in the next 5 minutes, I want to share you kind of an important piece of lesson that we learned today. And this is all about being influencer. Okay, so excuse me guys, I think it is taking some time to download. Okay, cool, right. So my first thing is, we started this entire session with the introduction of a 13 years old kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
We spoke so many things. We spoke about different parts of the question, how to be successful, how to go beyond, and all motivational shit, right? All those things.
Mm-hmm.
And we also understand the biggest problem, or not the biggest, the only problem of human being is this word called as expectation.
Yeah,
right?
Expectation, that's crazy.
If it is the biggest problem, trust me, I'm trying to be the most craziest businessman ever. Wherever there is a problem, I have a business.
Right.
Of course.
That is so
all
right.
the time, every day.
Okay, so you want to be rich? Find out the problem.
Right.
Exactly.
It's on my word. Again, it's on my word.
It's all the time. It's everywhere.
Right? And every problem, if it starts with this word called expectation, then find the expectation.
Right.
Okay, so is it powerful now? I'm just want to find out. Like, are you able to guys sync in this?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Everyone wants to be rich. No one wants to find out the problem. And everyone knows there is a problem, but they don't know where to expect out of it.
Right.
And if it is a problem, the problem can be solved by only one thing. Again, hats up to Papa. My dad taught me this. And that time I was not able to understand this. Every human problem can be solved by this. Everything. So guys, this is an open challenge to you. If you can find a second word, please help me. Is that fine? Do you want me to answer?
I can try first before you go.
Awesome. I'd like to do that. Why don't you try?
The word is the solution.
Okay. Let me put it this way. Okay. Anything else? Then I'll go into deeper section. I'll just cut it off.
Sure.
Okay. Prosper, any one more word? No, hold on. So when there is a problem, you know, there are a lot many problems, right? So solution is not the solution. Definitely is the thing that is required. What is the solution?
I would say, okay, what is the solution? I don't know.
Okay,
depend on the problem.
Any problem, any human problem. There is only one word. Very cunningly designed word, and it is
results.
Results, okay. Okay, Christian, anything else?
Resources.
Okay. Emily?
I don't know. Can't think of that word.
Problem. Human beings. Okay, fine. So let's say you have a problem, and the problem is that you don't like to be here. You have a problem with me? Yeah. Anything? Any problem? Let's say I just talk something bad. You didn't like it, so that's a problem. Any problem? So the thing is, if the biggest problem or the only problem of human being is expectation, then what is the solution?
To stop expecting.
Okay. So unless and until you guys say, okay, Amit, give me the answer, man, don't really take time.
There is a one thing that with Anirudh we talk a lot is about mindsets.
Okay, mindset. Should I write mindset there?
Or change the expectation.
Okay.
The mindsets.
Okay. Anything else? As of now,
change.
Change. Okay. Change. Okay. Cool. Right. Deep thinking. Don't take a deep breath. You can directly tell me. No problem. It's fine.
The expectation. Okay.
Okay, let me just deep dive a little bit with the problems. Okay, let's say you are hungry, but you don't like the food. Your expectation. Anirudh, you left the job. Some expectation somewhere. Okay. Papa, I hate you. Christian. Papa, I hate you. Some expectation problem. Papa, you didn't buy the puppy for me. By the way, did you buy the puppy for her?
No.
Papa, you bad Papa. Okay, good. Prosper, you are too strict on the class, man. I don't like
what?
You are too strict on the martial arts class. I don't like you. Yeah. See, I have a problem. You see,
yeah, sure.
I have got serious problems. I have problems with my wife, my kids, my neighbors, my trainers, my colleagues, my friends, every damn guy. You see that? Okay, let me.
It's because of expectations, right? Because whenever we have a problem, as we discussed, it's because we are expecting a quote unquote a certain result.
Yeah, that's your
right.
Yeah, that's what.
Right, and that's why.
Happy.
Right.
Okay, it's impossible. Let me give you another example. So you drive four-wheeler, two-wheeler, anything? Okay, we have a trucking expert. Okay, let me ask Christian. Christian, on a fine day, you put the key and started the truck and it is not starting. Whose problem is that?
Whose problem?
Yeah, whose problem? Your problem.
No.
Your problem. Your expectation was, I'll put the key, I will do like this, and the car, it starts. No.
Yeah.
It's your expectation.
Exactly.
Did you heat up the fuel tank? Did you check that there is a fuel or not? There's a spark plug or not? There's a battery or not? I don't know. What stuff? All the technicalities you know better than me.
Yeah.
So who is responsible?
I am.
Yeah. Right. So, guys, do you want the one word answer? my father's one-word answer?
So what is it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, and then we will fight with this. We'll try to debate why that particular sentence. And the sentence is, that's the one word. It's a green light, man. It's a green light.
Exactly.
Yeah, class over. Done. Right?
Okay.
Let's do a little bit of deep diving here. So, if you want to be rich, you need to figure out a problem. The problem starts with an expectation. The expectation is in your bloody head. You see that? Do you see the connection? So, Emil, you want to be a motivational speaker. Christian, you want to be an amazing businessman. Prosper wants to be an influencer. Anirudh, you want to make money. You have, me too. I also have an expectation, man. Now, deeper expectation might be wish, need, necessity, comfort, and all this, all expectations. All right? Oh my God, I think I've put some deeper thoughts to people, I guess.
I'm trying to connect communication with this.
Yeah, why not?
Communication is very powerful.
I'll help you. So, Amelia, I mean, so far, are you there with me? It's all okay?
Yes.
Okay. I am not trying to motivate and put the inspiration and all the shit. I'm talking about a second level of word called as expectations to communication, and we'll solve this out today itself. Right now, in the next 5 minutes. Stay with me. Right.
Okay.
So, the answer, one word answer is communication, the green word. Okay, so we have got 5 things here. Mindset, communicating, inside. Do you see that? Communicating inside is called as mindset. Change, change of mindset is a communication again. Any results that come out, you say hi, I say hi. Why? It's a communication. If I don't do the hi, how will you feel? Anirudh, hi. You see that if you don't do, you feel bad. I feel bad if I don't respond to you. This all starts with this thing. Now, man, you have solved the puzzle. Where is the money? The world's biggest problem was expectation, and expectations can be solved by only this word called as communication. Dude, where is the money? Everyone wants to know where is the money. Okay.
Did you ask you better questions then?
Yeah. I don't know.
Communication again.
It's a communication. What you ask, what you say, what you show, how you gesture, how you just be there. Prosper.
Yes.
You got kids, right?
Yes, I got one.
You are a strict father or a very lovely, polite, and non-harsh father?
It's more kind of buddy.
Buddy? Okay, then it's not going to work with you, man. But I have seen my dad, when we were quarreling, he just stands there and pin drop silent.
Wow.
What communication? No communication. How many of you have felt that? In your school, in your class, some teacher comes and he doesn't say anything. He just be there, right? And pin drop. It's a communication. A dog comes near to you, either it can bark or it can wag his tail. Communication. Right? So if you see, this is the one word if you can master. If anyone says high income skill, high career skill, this is only one skill, man. I feel this is the life skill. Okay, anyone who is objecting me, come. Let me see this. Come on, man. Show me.
Objecting you?
Yeah, objecting and rejecting this answer.
You mean life skill?
Yeah, communication is a life skill. You can make it or you can break it. You can do anything in this.
I don't know what to reject or what to object. I agree with that.
Yeah, okay, one agreement. How about you?
Yeah,
okay, agree?
I agree. This is so true. Yeah, absolutely. No doubts.
Yeah.
So everyone agrees this?
Yeah, I mean, what do you want to disagree with? What communication is not a life skill? Is what?
My papa is right. Hail, papa. And you know, sometimes this is an amazing art by which you can. Okay, let me put this thing in a different way. It's called as emotions. Okay, can you give me some emotions? Like the first emotion for me is called love. Anything else?
Oh, compassion.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? Any other emotions? Anirudh?
Joy.
Joy. Okay.
Yeah, like sadness, sorrow, happiness, or anger.
So, man, let me type it out, man. Come on. Sorrow. Okay. Happiness. Anything else? Anger.
Fun.
Fun. Okay. Jealous.
Jealous.
Yeah. What else? Fear. I don't know. I'm running out of words.
Anxiety.
Anxiety. Okay.
Desperate.
Anxiety is okay, fine. Okay, cool. No, I'm talking about emotions. Okay, cool, right.
Emotions. Emotions.
There are too many. I think there was a list of like more than 80.
Oh, really? So, I mean, see, as I said, I know you know better than all of us. But can you tell me which one of them is not a form of communication? Tell me one.
It's a communication with yourself in the first place.
Yeah. So, so far so good. Can I go a little bit ahead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. So you see, all this are answered with certain form of communication. Certain form. I don't know what. That can be verbal, non-verbal, whatever. Right? So the first form of communication for anything, it's called as inner self. That is all about today's class. You see that? The first form of communication is called inner self. And that starts with copy. So we do the copy and paste, man. Anirudh, IT guy.
Yeah.
Control C, man.
Everywhere.
Yeah, say mama, copy mama. Say mama, mama, paste mama. Emily, that was for you, man.
Soon.
So it's the same thing. It's Microsoft Word fitted in your brain. Right? Then you put punctuation, grammar, vocabulary, syntax, and all shit.
So,
you see this now? The first form of communication is your own self, your inner self. All the questions that we have done, the 11 questions, the first question is entirely on your own self. And that is so powerful. Let me show you again. Starts here. Question mark. So now you have communicated with yourself. Okay, so Prosper, how about a cheeseburger? That's your inner communication. You say yes or no. Now you know the way. Then you ask others.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So the second form of communication is surrounding. It is not others, it is surrounding. Okay, let me give a different color, man. It's becoming very monotonous colors. I don't like the colors here. Okay. Right. Surroundings. These are the second level of communication, right? So what you wear, which soap do you use, which perfume do you use, what is your hairstyle, your way of style, the looking glass, the coat, the jacket, blah, 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 blah. Everything speaks, right? That is the surrounding, and then comes your stuff, which comes out of it. Okay, surroundings are something which is, I'll say it is non-living, I guess. Okay, I don't know. I cannot say non-living. This is something that you wear, that you carry, the aura. You know, this is a separate level of communication.
Is it appearance?
Might be appearance, yeah, why not? Appearance, good. Okay, appearance.
Appearance, posture, gestures.
Yeah.
Do they come, right?
Okay, posture, gesture. What else?
Yeah, I mean, expressions, facial expressions.
Expressions.
So I'm actually talking about the non-verbal.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Non-verbal things, yeah.
Okay, right. So this is the second form of communication, right? Let's go to the third one. I like a new word. You know, in business we have a new word. It's called as third party. How do you like that word? I can change that if you want. It's third party. It's not me and myself. It's the third party. See that? So third party comes with all these things. Okay, it comes with the way you see. You know, you communicate in basically the. So third party communication, I have got 4T. Okay. Okay. You want to know what is 4T? People take almost 10 hours to teach what is 4T. I'm going to tell you the entire thing in probably less than 1 minute. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I call it as telepathy. You know what is telepathy? It's a wireless communication. So
right.
Again, since it is always on a happy note, I want to take Emily's suggestion on this. So Emily, tell me one thing. Have you ever seen a mom and a kid? When the kid is crying, the mom exactly knows why the kid is crying. Is it hungry, scared, did stuff in the bag?
Yeah. Yes, you just know.
How do you know? Teach me, how do you know, man? I can sell so many stuff. Teach.
It's I heard that the brain is rearranging all its connections.
Yeah.
With when you are a young child, and also for pregnant women. The men do this only one time in their lives when they're kids, but women do this twice when they're pregnant. Their brain makes a whole lot of new connections.
Okay, so let me put the fun part. Okay, let's put the fun part here. Anirudh, come closer. Come closer. Okay, this is the fun part. For men, they feel this kind of language either before marriage or why marriage. Darling, you look pale. Do you want food? Can I bring something for you?
Right.
Okay. Jokes apart, right? So this is the first T called as telepathy. Okay, so Christian, for you it's more of a revision, I guess. Type, talk, touch. You see, there is nothing beyond this.
Right. Type is written form, right?
Any picture, any article, any language, any motion, whatever things it is, you can see that, visualize that, for type.
Right.
Infographic, a nice image, color, anywhere, whatever you can see,
right,
is type.
So image, text, all this would come under type, right?
Yeah, you can put all stuff. Whatever
right.
you can see. Whatever
right.
you can feel. You have a language called as Braille. It is used for blind guys, right?
Right.
Touch, that's called as, it is not actually touch, but it is actually type. So it's contradictory. I don't want to go into that debate. I mean, so ultimately it's a form of communication. You put it wherever, it's fine. Okay. Talk. Okay.
Verbal,
over a video session, it can be over a webinar session, it can be over direct one-on-one communication on phone. See? And touch. The actual touch. Right? And these are the four things are the most powerful weapon in the world. I call it as weapon. Okay. So let me ask you guys, if you can master these four, do you think you need to be begging? You need to be hungry? You need to find a job? If you can master these four things. Okay, forget about this part. I don't want you to master this. Okay, let's put it in yellow. Let's be orange. Right? You can do anything, man. Now, when I say anything, I have a small problem. The problem is there are two different characteristics with two different names. One is this, one is this.
Obama, Osama?
Yeah. You can do anything with this. There are two different characteristics, man. Both guys are amazing influencers. Amazing influencers. Do you agree that?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's up to you. What you want to become. Both are legends, man. People have followers. I don't know who is bigger. I don't know. People have followers. People are looking at this. People are looking at the status. I don't know. Both have made prominence. Both have made a different individuality. Both have touched millions of lives. There is nothing good or bad. Okay.
Okay.
So far, how do you feel?
Yeah, it's right. You know, even if you ever asked Osama, he would never say that he was doing the wrong thing. He had so much belief that he was doing the right thing.
I guess after they should go back and watch another session called I forgot the name. It was about influence inner self, where we talked about white angel and black angel. Okay? Just watch out. It's I think 1.5 hour of a session, and we enjoyed, all of us, I guess. Right? You should watch that.
Okay.
I'm sure people who are listening to me, please watch out that session. You will see my trail. You can subscribe to this. I mean, as I said, it's your wish, your decision. You want to stay back here with this amazing people here for the other guys. Okay, right. So with this deep thought, can I tell you something? Both these guys will, do you think both of them have followers? Do you think that?
Yeah. Both of them have.
Okay. So there were actually people listening to them, watching them, learning from them, trying to be close, right?
True.
Again, if they were listening to them, what was their bloody expectations, man? I don't know. Think about the guy who was doing the 9/11 blast. He was in that cockpit, the pilot cockpit. What was the thing? Man, we'll die today. Come on, we'll die. Right? Was it their expectation? Something happened. Right? Something happened. So in another few minutes, probably we'll try to decode the entire thing. And this is gonna be so damn powerful. And after that, you don't have to answer me, answer yourself. Was it worth being here or not? Okay, so let me start with the decoding thing. So right, nothing is bad, nothing is good here. So I'm just giving two names because these are two different people sounding with only B and S. That's it. Obama and Osama. Both have people and they could influence people. And this influence people starts with some sort of an expectation. But understand one thing is why people are looking to these people is because of only one word called as trust. Trust. Right? Some or the other way, there are two different kind of trust here. But it was trust. Right? Are you guys with me?
Yes.
So we will end the session with a small mathematical formula. Because whatever I'm talking to you, these are all mathematics. Everything is mathematics here. So the formula for trust, okay? This might change the way you look at your life today onwards. This has changed my life. This has changed various people's life. So this is the formula. Again, I think it's a version of mine. The entire thing is something which has been read by somewhere, but the version is something that I've created myself. So for me, I mean, you guys have all the, all the freedom to tell me if you are following this or not. Okay, so let's go deeper. So trust is equal to these three things. Oops, sorry. Okay, I think it does not take equal to blind. So it's an Excel issue. I'll write it down. Equals to time plus value plus communication. I think this is the biggest decode I could have done in my life. Biggest one. So probably let me put it as pink. Let us talk about this for some time, probably a few more minutes. So Anirudh, I'm asking you a blank question. You are here from last probably 2 hours and 2 hours some minutes, right? I gave you some time.
Right.
Right. Do you think whatever we spoke today is of any value to you?
Right. There is value. Yep. And there is communication.
The entire of people are communicating some sense.
Yeah. Right. Time, value, communication. Right.
Do you want to stay back here in the next class?
When is the next class? Friday, right?
Yeah, it's definitely lots of value, but I would need to go now because.
Yeah, we're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
great.
This was the last part. So thank you everyone for being here. I would leave that with this thought process. Figure out how you want to make trust. why people would like to listen to you is all because of this trust. And how you get this is a simple formula: spend more time, give more value, and communicate properly. Because communication is the answer for all expectations.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have a wonderful night, and thank you so much for joining me here. And with that, probably it's another session happening on next Friday, 8 o'clock. Stay tuned and watch. Bye-bye.